Good evening, beautiful people. Caroline here. And in today's video, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to talk about. Well, I've got lots of things I want to talk about. There's a lot of thoughts going around my head at the moment, but not quite sure where it's going to lead, so bear with me. Feeling a lot more peaceful today. Just peaceful, calm, and it's been lovely. After a tumultuous week, I had a bit of a, I got myself in a bit of a tiz on Thursday, got myself out of it, and I'm on the up again. And I've just been for a little walk. It's about 8 o'clock at night now. I've been working on bits and pieces all day, some SFM, some not. Some of my photos, that's the other thing that I do is photography. And just running through some of my photos from Toronto and Niagara Falls, so I could lose myself for hours with editing photos. So I've been doing that today as well, but kind of given myself, not the day off, but taking a bit of time to take a step back today. It's been full on since, pretty much since Toronto, which is now coming up a month ago, crikey, is that a month? Since I did the Brand Incubator workshop and Momentum Day, and came back full of momentum, and I've been going gung-ho on all my marketing and my Bing campaigns, but also doing my Brand Incubator process and starting Mastermind Experience meetings as well, and the Visionary Leadership Challenge, been masterminding with some other people in the group as well, so I've been doing a lot, plus looking after my dad with his broken hip, and yeah, having my housemate and his friend over just before Toronto as well. So when I look back, I realise there's actually been an awful lot going on, so I think I need to be a little bit kind to myself and acknowledge that I've put more pressure on myself than I think I was even aware of to get stuff done. But that being said, breakdowns, breakthroughs, roller coaster, the ups, the downs, all of it. I'm loving it. I really am. I've just been out for a walk, as I say, and it's just beautiful temperature. It's getting dark. Just needed a bit of fresh air, and I was just walking around, just feeling really content, content with life. I think it's helped that I'm back here at home now on my own, and getting back into some sort of routine. In terms of what I'm eating, in terms of sleeping, in terms of working, walking again, and just getting back into a steady, stable state after all the ups and downs of the last month or so. So I think that's given me a chance to reflect a little bit. But one of the things, or two things I kind of want to talk about. One is these videos and how I've found they've been really good for self-mentoring. So by talking to you guys, I've realised things that I don't know I know, if you know what I mean. By actually speaking them out loud, things come out and I'm like, oh, I didn't realise I thought that. And one of those was from the other day when I was having my moment, and I said that I'd been putting a lot of pressure on myself because money was a big driver for me, a big motivator to get going fast before I ran out of money. And that in actual fact, really, if I listen to my inside, my intuition, what I want to do with this business is take it nice and steady, nice and slow, and master it, really learn the craft as I go along and not try and rush it. And I think I said that in my video on Thursday, and afterwards it kind of sunk in what I'd said, and I realised, crikey, yes, that makes a lot of sense. And having taken all the pressure, the money pressure off, and just kind of put it in the hands of the universe that it will work out, A, it feels a hell of a lot better, but also B, I've been able to work much more creatively and much more freely since then. So I was having this big palaver about putting Bing campaigns out. I got one out on Thursday and I just did another one last night without even really thinking about it. Within a couple of hours, I just suddenly decided, oh, I'm going to target Amazon affiliates. Okay, what does that involve? And I just built a campaign, and I cloned landing pages I'd already built, tweaked the landing pages a little bit, made them a bit more personal, and got it out and launched it. No drama. So it just goes to show, it tells me how much is going on up here and how much of stories and things that we tell ourselves get in the way of us just getting on and doing what we want to do. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is goals as well. I think I've really realised, in line with that, I had a lot of goals around money or trying to push myself faster than I think I'm capable of doing or even really want to go because of this money driver, but also other goals that I've made for the sake of making goals. And I think it's dawned on me today as well, because one of my goals is to have 10 leads a day by next week, and that was a 30-day goal I set 3 weeks ago. That ain't gonna happen, and I've been trying not to beat myself up over it. But I've realised as well that looking back at some other goals, I've had a bit of a planning day today, a bit of a reset, looking back at where I am, what I'm doing, where I'm going, and what my vision is for the future, and replanning some of my goals. Because I realised that when I take on goals that other people have set or that other people do or that I think is what I should be doing, it takes me back to module 2, and I don't know if you remember the Stuart Lichtman's cybernetic transposition stuff. Now, I read all this stuff and I haven't necessarily put a lot of it into practice, but a lot of what he said about getting all the different parts of our brain in sync, I think is what's really come to light today, is that the goals that I believe I can do, or I believe inside, like in my unconscious or my subconscious, are achievable and in line with actually where I want to go, they just kind of get done. They happen. They manifest, they whatever. I've achieved those goals without even really trying. And yet the ones that my egoic mind maybe, my conscious mind, the ones that I set because I think I should, those are the ones that I don't meet. Those are the ones where I self-sabotage, and those are the ones where I then beat myself up for not doing it, even though when I think about it properly, I realise that I didn't actually want to do that anyway. So yeah, it's been, when you take that pressure off, there's an awful lot of stuff comes up. Good stuff though. So it's made me realise that I'm loving what I'm doing, and I'm loving the fact that I'm just learning so much about myself in this whole process. So in the meantime, folks, I wish you all a very happy Saturday, what's left of it, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Alright, lots of love, bye bye.